My name is Jean Louise Finch, but I prefer to be called Scout. I live with my brother Jim and my father Atticus in a small town called Maycomb. That's in Alabama. But I don't reckon I'm here to tell you about myself. I'm here to tell you about the person who made me. That's right, I'm a character in a book. So that means I owe my entire existence to this lady named Harper Lee. However, that does not mean that I'm not real. Read my story and then tell me I'm not real. I dare ya. Anyway, lots of people say that Harper Lee and I are quite a bit alike. And in lots of ways, I guess they're right. We grew up around the same time. Nell Harper Lee was born on April 28, 1926. She grew up in Monroeville, Alabama. Her mother, Frances Cunningham Finch Lee, took care of things at home, and her father, A.C. Lee, was an attorney, like Atticus. He even defended two black men who were accused of murdering a white shopkeeper. I wonder if Harper Lee had to put up with as much crap as I did when Atticus defended Tom Robinson. From what I hear, though, Harper Lee would have been able to hold her own. Like me, she was called a tomboy and didn't shy away from fights in the schoolyard. She wasn't really that into school and would question her teacher's educational practices until high school when she finally had a teacher worth a darn who encouraged her to write. Her best friend was Truman Capote. He was her next-door neighbor growing up. They both felt a little different from the other intellectually inferior kids in town. Truman had to move away, though, in third grade, but he came to visit every summer, kind of like my friend Dill. They spent their time writing stories together and eventually both became professional writers. After high school, Harper Lee went to college at the University of Alabama. She became editor-in-chief of Rammer Jammer, a magazine on campus. She tried out law school but didn't like it much, so she moved to New York to pursue her writing. In 1959, she helped Truman Capote do research in Kansas for his book, In Cold Blood. Her research with Capote helped her portray small-town life in her own book, To Kill a Mockingbird, which is the book narrated by me. I won't tell you all about it, you'll just have to read it. She published To Kill a Mockingbird in 1960, and it won the Pulitzer Prize, which is an award for really, really good American novels, in 1961. Everyone thought that Harper Lee would write another book, but I suppose she was satisfied with just telling my story. Besides, she became so famous for writing To Kill a Mockingbird that she didn't need to write anything else. It was even made into a movie. Lee wasn't a big fan of all the popularity, though, and she's tried her best to live a quiet life. The popularity of the book also caused problems between her and Truman Capote. Many say that he wanted credit for the help that he provided Lee when she was writing To Kill a Mockingbird. I think he probably just got jealous, and sometimes jealousy can just ruin everything, you know? He died in 1984, and Lee admitted she hadn't heard from him in years. Sad, but it is what it is. Anyway, Nell Harper Lee has continued to be honored for telling my story. To Kill a Mockingbird has sold over 30 million copies. In 2011, President Obama awarded her the National Medal of Arts. Today, she still lives in Alabama, and she's 87 years old.